Three, two, one. Welcome to Wall Street Sizing Up. We're glad you're here. Here's our stocks to watch, stocks to buy, stocks to trade. Today, the weekend edition, there's going to be no production value at all. It's just going to be me. We are now sponsored by StockTrade.tips. That's StockTrade.tips. They have one goal. That's to help you profit off the insider knowledge of the hedge funds. I want to give a shout out first and foremost to the crypto bros. I think we are up, if I'm looking at this correctly, we are, I know it touched 42,000 today. It's Friday night. If you would, touch 42,000. Ethereum, you're at 1,200. We are well over $1 trillion market cap for crypto. So congratulations to all the crypto bros out there. That is phenomenal. So we are going to get started. I think you will like this. But you know what? Actually, before we do, I want to call out what we did last week. The reason you watch this channel, here it is. We gave you 5 stocks. We actually gave you a few more, but the other 3 were just a study. But the 5 stocks that we actually talked about were XNET, XNET, XFOR, LYRA, TPCO, and OAC. If you bought those stocks, you averaged 22% up for the week. If you bought just XNET, you're up 70% for the week. If you bought X4, XFOR, which is a biotech, you're up 25% for the week. Lyra, you'd be down about 6. TPCO, you're up 6 to 8%, and OAC, you're up 11%. So that's why you watch. Look, man, I'm not just throwing stocks up against the wall. These are good swing trade stocks. So with that, we're going to get into today's. What I see are some good buys by the hedge funds. I will tell you that BlackRock literally dumped about 50 filings at about 4 o'clock my time, Central Standard Time. And most of those, I'd say 95% of those, they decreased their position. They were selling to take profits. Now, they didn't completely get out of the stocks, but they sold to take profits, and they did it on December 31st. You guessed it. First up on the screen, here we go. We're off. Skills. Now, I have seen this in Telegram. I've seen it in Discord channels. This is a very popular stock. Since the beginning of the week, it is up 20%. You can see there it's been trading sideways today, but you can see the bump. Really no price target here. I would say this, though. When Morgan Stanley sizes up, and that's who sized up here, they sized up on the 31st. They've got a 20% up since then. Morgan Stanley's probably the best at TA. I don't know what it is, but they know exactly when to get in. They've been in for, literally 7 days now, and I would tell you that they're already up 20. They're usually long, but they're very good at picking their spots. You don't see them trading in and out of stocks. They're either in or they're out. Right now, they're in SKLZ. It is gaming. I think about 30% of the stock is owned by Wall Street insiders, so that should help you. They have a $450 million position, does Morgan Stanley. And you know who else is buying this stock? Kathy Wood, because I saw it on her buy list I want to say Wednesday and Thursday for sure. So this next stock, I know you've heard of them too. It is MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy. Let me get them on the screen here. This stock has gone absolutely nuts. It has outrun its price target. If you know anything about MicroStrategy, you know it's basically Bitcoin exposure. They have taken their cash reserves and they have turned those, they have gone and purchased Bitcoin because of the depreciation of the dollar is the way that Michael Saylor, the CEO, sees it. That's how all Bitcoiners see it. That's also how I see it. So shout out to Michael Saylor. What's funny about this stock, MicroStrategy now, 90% of the stock is owned by Wall Street insiders or Wall Street institutions. So Morgan Stanley has sized up. They took a $428 million position on the 31st, 800,000 shares. MicroStrategy says their Bitcoin exposure at this time is right at 70% approximately 70,000 BTC or Bitcoin. He's averaged in between, from what I can tell, 15,000 to about 18,000. We all know it's at 42,000 thereabouts right now. That's about 1.2, 1.3 billion dollars that his cash is sitting in Bitcoin. So if you want some Bitcoin exposure, MSTR is the ticker for MicroStrategy. Next up is OAS. Let me get to it. Oasis Petroleum. So I know you probably haven't heard of them. It is clearly an energy play, right? And as I try to find them here, they were sized up by Capital World Investors. They're up 12% since they made the investment on December 31st. They 2.1 million new shares. That gives them about a $100 million position in Oasis Petroleum. Now, here's the thing about Oasis Petroleum. They IPO'd in November of last year of 2020. Their price target is $42. It doesn't show it there. They've hit the price target already. So it's either going to break up or it's going to break down here, right? So I really don't see it going sideways. In the past 5 days, it's continued to ramp up. The last month, it's ramping up as well. So that's what I see here. Ever since its IPO, and I'm not sure if you can see on this chart. Yeah, you can see this. It's just gone up. So again, this is not an in-depth or a deep dive, if you would, but I would tell you that this has continued to go up, and it looks like it will continue to go up. It's got a good momentum play. Next up is something that we've been long for a long time, if that makes sense. ARCT. Now, ARCT I found through, it was in 2020's mid 2020. I found it through Steve Cohen at 0.72. I've also seen Kathy Wood size up on it in her ETFs as well. ARCT, you'll see it there. It's Arcturus Therapeutic Holdings. And so here's the deal with them. So you can see their price target on the screen is $96. That is incorrect. As of today, banking, and it shot up today, actually. I believe if I get on the screen here, it shot up. Well, it shot up this week. The reason is because several banks put a price target of $118 on this stock. It currently trades at $70, $118. And the reason why, they have a COVID drug, right? It's in phase 2 is all, but it seems to be more effective at low dosage, meaning that the reason the price target is there is that more people would buy it because it looks like you're only going to need one shot. That would be phenomenal. So we had Federated Investors size up on the 31st again. 2 million shares they sized up. They now own 3.5 million shares, right? So they have a very, very large position. ARCT was up 80% this week alone, and I believe that momentum will carry. Also know this, ARCT has, its stock is owned by 70%. It's 70% of its stock is owned by Wall Street insiders. Fun facts, right? So next up is ZYNE. Get them on the screen here for you. Zynerba Pharmaceuticals, another biotech. You can see that they are trading about $350. That they have a price target of $742. It is a short-term stock. Here's what I would say about this. ETF Managers Group sized up on them. I kind of like these guys. One, they've been in and out of the stock since, I want to tell you, going back on the spreadsheet, May of 2019, right? They sized up with about 500,000 more shares. So total ownership is $2 million, and for a $6 million position, a little bit more than that, probably $8 million position. They're up 5% since the trade. Here's the thing, though. told you the last two stocks. They just got into this on the 7th. Again, this hedge fund just got into this stock on January 7th. They put close to 500,000 more shares in. Price target you see is from 742 is what we said on Yahoo. They're semi-reliable. On my other tools, $12. $12. Short-term and long-term trade here. Next up is VFF, Village Farms. They operate greenhouses for large agricultural companies is what they do. They were sized up by the ETF Managers Group as well. Almost 1 million shares. They now own about 4.5 million shares. About a $50 million position. Again, they sized up yesterday on January 7th, right? The price target here, let me go to sorry about that. 1251. This is what you're not going to believe. We have a price target. Another one of my tools has got a price target. Now, this is short-term and long-term. Another price target of 104. That's right. An 8X here. So that's pretty incredible. Their earnings forecast, they're forecasting their earnings to increase 54% in 2021. So that's it for the stocks to watch, or stocks to trade, or stocks to buy. But here, I will give you 4 more just real quick ones. CRL, it's a biotech. That's CRL. You want to look at them. AMSC was very interesting as well. AMSC, they're microchips. VIRT, that's VIRT. They're a financial company. They're actually market makers on Wall Street. They've got a very good price targets on them through all of our tools. And FWONA, that's FWONA. That's Sirius XM, if you would. It's a media company. Price target there, I want to say it's $46, but the price target was very, very good. So with that being said, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Go over to stocktrade.tips. We basically give you SMS text messages about these stocks, these different stocks that we find. The ones that we said today, we did not send out to our subscribers. We might have sent ARCT out, but we send that out SMS so you're before the crowd. You get it first, and you get analysis with it. So subscribe. It's $5, and we are giving away, not this hat, but we are giving away swag hats as well. So with that said, appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. It's going to be cold. Cheers. We'll see you next time. Watch your 6. Go hard in the paint.